North Pole, We Have a Problem by Nita Marie Clark. Narrated by Philip Battley. Dedication. This book is dedicated to the caring young children who play in our cul-de-sac. They showed responsibility beyond their years by knocking on my door to alert me when my husband had suffered a medical emergency in our driveway. With a special shout-out to D. Rob for asking if I could write a book about Santa Claus. Prologue. At the sound of the lunch bell, every elf in Santa's workshop hurried to the stables. There were elves in the aisles, hanging from the rafters, sitting in the hayloft, and on the stanchions between the stalls. All of them were eager to hear the biggest story to hit the North Pole since that foggy night Rudolph guided Santa's sleigh. Shamus had expected to see a few elves waiting for him to tell the story, but he had not expected to see this many. As stable manager he was respected, but as a storyteller and a prankster, he was legendary. Shamus hopped upon the highest bale of hay he could find. Using his deepest voice, which always seemed too big for his skinny body, he began the story. "Gather round, my friends, and lend me your ears." There was a fake expression of horror on his face before he spoke again. "Oh no, that is not right. What in the world would I do with your ears?" brought thunderous laughter. Shamus pulled a piece of paper out of his pocket and pretended to check his script. "I'm sorry. That was supposed to be, 'Gather round, my friends, and I will bend your ears with what exactly happened to Santa last year.' Well, it all started like this." Chapter 1. Cecil picked up his favourite cup, the personalised one with CEO, Chief Elf Officer of Everything Santa, in big red letters, and headed to the cafeteria. After hours of keeping an eye on Santa's progress, he needed a break. Cecil had just started his second cup of cocoa when he received an urgent message. He was needed at Command Central, ASAP. The entire crew tracking Santa's sleigh was in a dither. No one could explain the strange sounds and unusual swaying on their screens.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?